its legs. No score after one on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter two. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Going to run again here with Pollard. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, so that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Pollard. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now timeout is wrestled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff checks on him. We'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best. And let's get this one in.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by a familiar face. This is Houston's first-round pick, of course, back in 2017, Deshaun Watson. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Watson. Got the connection here to Bourne.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. From the red zone now, Watson. Open man is Bourne. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. Now Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Watson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He finds his man, complete. That's 4th. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room. Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback. offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals.
And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
To throw again on second down. Mills. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Mills to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Themselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's 4th. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've reached half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Browns coming out on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Watson throwing after the interception. They juked him, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down to the 35. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
K'Lavon Chaisson.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At the 20.
A first down throw for Mills.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
The sack goes to Damian Wilson.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Texans on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be third and forever. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A little juke. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down throw, Watson. And he'll find Hall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Watson taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
This is caught. It's Cooks.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Pollard going to try the right side, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 7th play of the drive, 4th coming.
is incomplete.
But this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points. And wow.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Finding space at the 40, inside the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 83 yards. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. Now the Texans will use one of their two remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Second and 8 coming up. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down. Defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Houston, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.